First carry of the game for the Aggie alum, Devon A-Chain. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's A-Chain. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man is Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. They go back to the ground game with A-Chain. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Hey, 88.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early, and very early on here, we're seeing the defense is showing they're going to continue to bring pressure.
They smelled that early 3 and out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Take 30. Hey, take 26. Get 300. Get 300. Go to 50.
They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Still on his feet. And finally marked down at the 23. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they... and the yardage that comes with it.
Galley, don't let Galley.
Cook following the penalty. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Play action. Now it's Tua. That is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Out route to Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Miami.
H.A. now up the middle. There he goes, left side. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Jets at 500, sitting at 5-5. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Rodgers again now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, 55 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal calls are never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect it. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 16-yard
Rodgers
line.
now to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And now they'll shift things around. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Cook. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Nicole Hardman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Now Folk for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Hand off to H.A. to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Tua on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Buying time to his left. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's Tua. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Clinton Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase. And got
a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On second down, Tua. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hill. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe for the run. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Hardman on the return. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Davis. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Right back to Davis. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jets 42, Dolphins 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Nifty move. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. Breaks a tackle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Jumbo! Back north.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
And Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. A-Chain gets it from the gun. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, Wilson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! Allen Lazard with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
First down, they go back to A-Chain. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 130 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's a gain of 10.
Tua now on 1st down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Tua. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 43 yards. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Go to 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Second down, they go right back to Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 now at 6-5, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders. And for Charles Davis and our entire